The year was 2021, and Minecraft SMPs were absolutely exploding in popularity with the likes of the Dream SMP, and that's pretty much it. But smaller, more personal SMPs went absolutely rampant. The concept is simple: take normal survival Minecraft and throw 15 random people, 5 of which you know and the other 10 came from God knows where, put them on a singular world and watch all hell break loose. This, at the time, seemed like a flawless concept. However, running one of these servers actually requires quite a lot of skill. You know, making sure players aren't using hack clients, ensuring the experience is balanced and fair for all players, and all round just being a reliable and trustworthy server owner. Unfortunately, as we'll learn today, these are not skills I happen to possess, as I somehow managed to create, quite possibly, the worst Minecraft SMP in the history of the game itself. So, the story goes as follows. I decided to gather 5 friends, one of which I had never met in my entire life, and create what is now known as the Idekay SMP. And the name comes from the fact that we couldn't actually think of a name, you know. Idekay, Jesus Christ. I then, as we all do, naively gave Mojang my card information and started a Bedrock realm. Yes, this is a Bedrock server, which makes it somehow even worse than it already is. In preparation for this obviously hugely successful Minecraft server, I created a massive towering building at spawn, which would serve as the server starting area. I then invited everyone to the server, and within a week, it was ready. The worst thing I have ever created in my entire life had officially begun. In the beginning, everyone logged on at the same time and entered a Discord VC. This was a server convention that would be dropped within about a week of the server being opened, and as soon as we joined, we were met with the towering starting building I put hours of hard work into perfecting. And then everyone took one look at it and ran for their life away from spawn. We all went in the same general direction and then ended up in a jungle area, which would inevitably become the community village for the short 2-week duration of the entire flipping server. Everyone built their base and all was well. Until it wasn't. This is where absolute hell started to break loose. So if you for some reason don't know, Minecraft realms are not, you know, reliable. You know what else isn't reliable? Minecraft Bedrock. So what happens when you put them together is truly something horrific.
Big chungus.
The server became an absolute hellspawn for lag, meaning several of the server's grand total of 5 players continued to repeatedly die due to uncontrollable glitching that would cause you to spontaneously disappear, and there was absolutely nothing we could do about it. Now, I didn't really see this as a problem until it happened to me, and then it was a problem. So, after me and one of my friends at the time built a nether portal and decided to use it to grind for ender pearls, as the spawn was a warped forest, objectively the best nether biome, fight me, and eventually we thought we should actually try beating the game. So we attempted to find a nether fortress, and we travelled a couple thousand blocks, and my friend had gotten ahead of me because I am extremely slow, and whilst trying to find him, I may or may not have fallen down into a crimson forest and just barely survived on half a heart, and then got hit by a hoglin and died. So after screaming into a VC about how I'm dead, I beg him to come and collect my stuff and return to the nether portal. He eventually finds my things and makes his way back to the nether portal until he burnt in lava due to a glitch, and all my stuff was officially gone. Great. After this, I was demotivated, and so was everybody else. Roughly 3 days into the server, and it was almost already dead. Aren't I such a good owner? However, someone else was in the exact same situation as me, all their stuff was gone, and this was the one I told you about earlier, the random one I'd never met in my entire life, who we'll just call the important one because they're pretty important to this entire thing. Due to having similar tragic backgrounds, we formed an alliance thing, and within a few days, it became a political party. So, pretty much, me and this other server member I'd never met in my entire life teamed up, grinded for a few days, and then eventually we decided we were going to go into the nether and look for netherite. This is where my truly incredible server owner skills begin to shine. So, the important one said, surely to just prevent what happened last time from happening again, it wouldn't hurt to just keep inventory on, just this once, right? That's exactly what we did. And it wasn't exactly pointless either, because we both died multiple times, but we actually kept our stuff. So for a second we thought, why don't we just keep it like this? So then we genuinely believed that having keep inventory on was an amazing and incredible idea, so we went to the other server members to ask for their opinion. They all said no. Yeah, for some reason we didn't realise that keep inventory is very heavily frowned upon, but we weren't giving up there. God no, we weren't giving up there. So what was our response to the lack of support for our idea for the server? I'm not making this up. We were going to assert our dominance by going into creative, building a massive castle, and then getting all of our items from creative. So we spent about an hour in creative building this castle, not this castle, this is just a random one I found online, and then when it suddenly appeared out of thin air, we tried to claim that we did it legit, even though we left a stack of netherite ingots in a chest we quite clearly got in creative. This chest was then found by the dude that died and lost all my stuff in the nether. This was going so amazingly well, but we were planning something. If by a certain date the other server members wouldn't agree with the addition of keep inventory, me, the literal server owner, was going to go on a rampage, killing literally everyone in sight, and we were going to call it Order 69. Oh my god. However, eventually our requirement wasn't met, and the day we were planning the attack happened to fall on the day of the end fight. So, whilst me and the important one were doing God knows what, the other server members were doing this rare unknown thing known as actually playing the game in the intended way, and they managed to find a stronghold, and the end fight was going to take place. So we all trekked to the stronghold, me being with really legitimate gear, and the Ender Dragon went down almost immediately due to the very legitimate gear, and the hunt for Elytra has begun. And after this, the server lasted about another 2 hours. You see, one of the other players managed to find an Elytra before everybody else, and upon when we found the next one, he insisted on taking it to repair the one he had found earlier because it was almost already broken. So he did. And this made me really annoyed, as you can probably imagine. So me and the important one waited for everyone to return to the end, and what followed was execute Order 69. Yeah, you see, that was a slight problem with our idea. When the server started, in order to make things fair, we gave everyone admin. This meant they could go into creative whenever they wanted. You know exactly where this is going. The same player from earlier thought it'd be a great idea to go into creative and blow up the castle after we decided to kill him multiple times. In hindsight, that probably was a good idea. Now, I wanted to see the extremely unfair fight seem fair, so I didn't use creative throughout the entirety of Order 69, which gave the other guy an opportunity to burn all of my stuff, but it never even meant anything because we got it in creative anyway. So the castle was gone, my stuff was gone, everyone's stuff was gone because we killed them. Then everyone left and stated they were quitting the server because we killed everyone. As you can imagine, I wasn't going to pay money for a server everyone despised. I mean, I was pretty much doing that anyway. So the server never saw the light of day again, until it did, but that's for another video.